Good evening, guys. Today we are going to do fill in the blanks as part of the INSAT series. This is Senior Verbal Trainer Mohammad Firoz from GITAM University, and this is part of the ongoing INSAT coaching that is being given to you by GITAM University. Okay. Before we start with fill in the blanks, you need to know that in INSAT, fill in the blanks is another word for nothing but prepositions. Most of the time when they ask you about fill in the blanks, they're asking you about prepositions. Okay, so now let us look at some examples that have already been given by the INSAT coaching INSAT people, so that you get a optimal view of what is going to be presented in the exam. Okay, let's see question number 1. You don't have to get up because the book is lying dash hand. Okay, so these will be the options. You don't have to get up because the book is lying dash hand. So he's implying you don't have to get up since the book is lying somewhere near your hand. Near your hand. So near your in prepositions means at hand. At hand means near. So the first answer for this first question is at. Okay, now let's look at the second one. Children by the force of habit are attracted dash anything that shines. Okay, and the options are by, with, to, and from. Children by the force of habit are attracted, so they're attracted towards anything that shines. So the closest word here in prepositions is to. Whenever you are attracted towards, the answer in prepositions is to. Okay, the second one. So the answer for the second fill in the blanks is to. Okay, the third question. Most of the family dissented. Most of the family members dissented. Dissented means turned away from. Turned away from. Did not agree to dash the suggestion he made. Okay, so the answer here are to, from, of, and at. Most of the family members turned away from, like dissented, so from the suggestion. So the turning away from, as you can see, the thing that makes the most sense is turning away from. They did not, to not agree, to turn away from. So when you're talking about decisions or body movements, then you need to use the word from in prepositions. So that's number 3. Okay, let's look at question number 4. During the speech, the principal enlarged dash the need of improving the college library. Enlarged means he spoke extensively on. Okay, extensively. So what are the options here? At, upon, on, around. So when he spoke extensively, so when you speak extensively about something, then you always speak upon the subject. So answer here for this thing should be B, upon. There is no limit dash to the wants of man, and the options are to, of, for, and in. So there is no limits. So when you're talking about space, normally when there are no limits, and let's say these are the limits, there are no limits, then normally when you're talking about space, then you talk about to. Okay, so there are no limits to the wants of man. And please make sure that before each and every solution, pause the video, try to solve it for yourself, and then see whether your solutions are correct or not. Okay, there is no exception. Exception means there is no way that this rule can be broken. There is no rule breaking in this scenario. Okay, so exception to this. So the answer on, off, from, to. There is no exception. So they're talking about rules. So breaking of rules. There is no way this rule can be broken. So the preposition here would be to this rule. Okay. I'm ready to say this dash her face. Option on, for, by, at. So whenever you're saying something to somebody in front, you'd always say on. I'm ready to say this on her face. Okay. Next one. I am not obsessed. I'm not obsessed. Dash such idea as you are. So you are obsessed with ideas. I'm not obsessed. Okay. I am not obsessed. So comparison. When it comes comparison, okay, I'm not obsessed with such ideas. They're talking about ideas here. So the answer should be B, with such ideas as you are. Since she failed in the examination, she prefers to remain aloof. That means not talking to anyone. So she's aloof that means she's not coming in contact with somebody, especially her friends. So it can't be by, off, or under. So the answer has to be A, from her friends. Aloof from her friends. Okay. Next one. On the campus, there is much indiscipline dash want of proper management. So something is lacking in the management, so there is a lot of indiscipline. So in, for, upon, at. On the campus, there is much indiscipline. So whenever somebody does not manage properly or somebody is lacking in something, you say for. On the campus, there is much indiscipline for want of. For want of. Always go together. For always come in front of want of. Okay. So the preposition we are really looking for here is for. Good. Next one. We must not show partiality, that is bias, dash our relatives. Okay. The options are for, to, of, and at. So he's saying we must not show partiality. So it should be something like towards. Towards, the closest here is the option for. We must not show partiality for our relatives. No matter even if they are our relatives, you should not be biased towards them. The laborers are clamoring dash hike in their wages. So they want their wages to go up. Hike in the wages is going up. So they're actually clamoring means demanding. Clamoring is demanding very intensively that there should be a hike in their wages. So that means the laborers are clamoring for hike in their wages. For. So the answer here should be A, D for. Encouraged by the success of his ventures. Ventures as in businesses. Okay. He has decided to embark. Embark is set out. So he wants now to expand his businesses. So the options given here are on, upon, at, for. Encouraged by the success of his ventures, he has decided to embark upon. So whenever you start out on a journey, you say upon. So the correct preposition here is upon. A good judge never gropes. A good judge never gropes. Gropes as in searches for. Dash the conclusion. Gropes, as I told you, I have already given the answer. Okay. A good judge, if you're a good judge of something, you never, really blindly reach out or do something blindly. You do everything logically. Groping is doing something blindly. So he never gropes for the conclusion. So the answer here, preposition, the fill in the blank we're looking for, the preposition that exactly fits here is for. let this be an example dash the troublemaker. So somebody is making trouble for you. Okay, let this be an example to whom? To the troublemaker. So the answer here should be prepositional, should be to. I am angry with him dash his carelessness. Why are you angry? Because he's being careless. It can't be at his carelessness, or in his carelessness, for his carelessness, or of his carelessness. I'm angry with him because of his carelessness. So the closest here is at. So the answer is at his carelessness. Why am I angry? But at what am I angry? At his carelessness. Okay. Keep clear dash wicked boys. Wicked means evil. Wicked means evil boys. So you should not come in contact. You should not mingle with them. So to not mingle means keep clear of. Okay, so the answer, the preposition we are looking for is of. Naresh has no control dash his temper. So he cannot control his temper. So the option here that best fits is over. To have control, anything that has control, control always comes with the preposition over. Okay, so that's all for now, guys. I hope you have learned something about fill in the blanks, especially with prepositions that are supposed to be filled. A lot of very good resources have been given by the GITAM University, by us, which will make you a master in prepositions once you read it thoroughly. Okay, now get ready for the mock test that is going to come up on prepositions. That's going to come from my side. All the best. Thank you so much.